There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The give to the back. It's a seam wide open. That kind of play will get a drive started or help with field position. They've got it at the 27. First down for this offense. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Safe completion on the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they'll match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's going to... There he goes! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off his scramble and make some yards. So this QB is really feeling comfortable.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They want to run it left here. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback rolls down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He picks it up, still on his feet. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drop.
Wide open spaces. Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll lose yardage on that return. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own reeled in. It's hot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn up.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now...
Touchdown, Auburn! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. They've got the screen set up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quickly complete. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood. Gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. With the catch, it's Robinson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Oh, yeah, just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make it.
He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man. It's Coleman. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Takes the handoff. It's up. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Sooners are flying down the field. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Sooners will call on their punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive line.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Cobb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Unloads it left. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the run, it's Alston.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Singleton. Got a little space. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alston. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Snagged in the middle, it's Sategna. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's up. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do we want to punt the football or do we want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over there.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Offense working from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the handoff. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to... Shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going up top here late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. Now, that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on it.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Powell.